how I clean the doll's clothes is, oh shit, did you see that?
What's up, my reseller friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I have recently bought a huge lot of pre-owned Barbie dolls to resell. So I thought I would take you on this journey with me of the whole process of getting all these dolls listed. So last week I posted a video that I just showed you how I sorted through the Barbies, and I just kind of showed you what I got in that lot. And today I am going to be showing you how I clean the dolls up, prep them up, get them ready to be listed. So we're just gonna go right back into time, and I'm gonna show you that part of this process. So welcome to my Barbie cleaning station. Pretty much what I'm gonna be doing today is showing you how I clean my dolls and get them looking nice to be photographed and ready for listing. So I don't always do this step second, but for the sake of the video and just for what I'm feeling like doing right now is I am going to do this part next. Sometimes I work on listings first, and then before I take the pictures, I'll go ahead and like clean them up and make them look nice. But right now I am doing this step next. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you all of the supplies that I like to have on hand when I'm doing this. And I like to clean all the Barbies at once. It's just easier that way, having to like bring all this stuff back out again, and you just do it all in one shot. So some of the supplies that I use is, first, the number one is going to be this steamer, and then I have just extra water ready to refill the steamer when needed. I have disinfectant wipes, and if you don't want to use that, because sometimes I don't because I'm cheap, I could just use like napkins and multi-purpose cleaner. I have to have a brush, replacement rubber bands, nail polish remover, Goo Gone, Q-tips, and cotton balls. Now, there's a possibility that I may not be using all of these things, but these are just the things that I like to have handy that I use when I'm getting these Barbies prepped and ready for their pictures and for listing. So let's just get started. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the steamer because it can take maybe like 30 seconds or so for it to start warming up. And in my last video, I showed you how I had separated all the dolls because I had gotten about 165 dolls around there. I ended up keeping 135. I separated them in different boxes. So I have like vintage dolls, modern dolls, Disney dolls, other dolls like Monster High and Bratz and stuff like that, Ken dolls, and then just like other just random things that were in the box. Like I had like a carrying case and a few like random little knickknacks, and then of course some clothing. So I have everything separated. And one of the biggest tips that I can give you, and this doesn't just go with Barbie, it's anything that you have a lot of that you need to list. Don't get overwhelmed. Just make these different piles and do one pile at a time. So my second step is definitely going to be the cleaning step. It's the part of listing Barbies that is my least favorite part. In fact, I'm just going to be honest that I don't even like doing it at all. I hate this part of reselling, is cleaning the stuff up, getting it ready. It's one of the reasons why I don't sell very many shoes, is because I hate cleaning shoes. I despise it, and I don't like doing this part. Really, in a perfect world, everything that I resell will just already be ready to go. All I gotta do is take the pictures and make the listing. But our reseller world is not a perfect world. It's far from that. So sometimes if you want to get lots of inventory, you want to get your inventory cheap, you want to get, you know, things listed that not everybody has, sometimes you're going to have to clean stuff up a bit. And it sucks. And it's actually one of the things that I hate about listing clothes. You know, sometimes you have to take that extra step where you have to wash them. Sometimes you have to steam them. Sometimes you have to lint roll them. You have to take the measurements. And they're just like extra steps, right? Well, that's also what it's like when you list your Barbies. There's going to be some extra steps, and this is one of them. And my steamer, it looks like it's ready to go. It's nice and steamy. So we're just going to start digging in and getting these Barbies looking pretty. They got to look their best. So not all the dolls that are in here, even though I say that they're all vintage, there is a possibility that there could be some that aren't. I tried to catch all the flaws the first time around when I went through and separated them, but sometimes you don't really catch all the flaws until you're doing this part, and then you'll find more flaws. It happens every time, but I'm just crossing my fingers that there's not going to be too many. I'm just going to give her a quick little cleaning. I try not to take so much time on each doll. So she's looking pretty good. And then I will also give her dress like a quick little steaming too as well. I don't think I'm going to sell this dress with this doll. I'm going to find out what dress this is, and I may sell it separately. So I know that her hair did not come braided like that. Sometimes you can just tell. So I'm taking off the braid. And I must say though, that I have posted a lot of Barbie videos. And in a lot of my videos, I show my process of doing this. The whole cleaning process, steaming their hair. And I've gotten some people who say that, oh no, that's not right. But I'm going to tell you all that this video is not made for the Barbie collector. This video is made for resellers. So if you're a Barbie collector, this probably isn't going to be the best technique for getting your doll looking ready to be displayed. I know that there's some really amazing ways that you can make their hair look nice. I've seen it done. I follow all of those Facebook groups of Barbie collectors and I have seen some really awesome techniques that they do to make the hairs look really nice, like brand new, or they completely restyle it. Look at this, is what I'm dealing with right now. And if your buyer wants it to look like that, they could do that once they purchase from you. The whole point of what we're doing is making the doll look presentable and nice to ship out. You know, we're putting some effort into our listing, but also there's a fine line between putting too much effort, right? We just want a quick way to make the doll look nice. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not trying to do any sort of deep cleaning or anything like that. And I have also been told by a comment on one of my videos that steamers are not good for their hair. And perhaps that's correct. I don't want to pretend to be an expert at anything. But I will say though that I've been doing this for like 5 years. This is how I've been doing it, and I've never had like a problem where nobody's ever complained to me about a condition of one of the dolls I've sold them. If anything, I get compliments. So, you know, what I'm doing is working.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I put a little bit of nail polish remover on this Q-tip, and you can see right here on her leg she has like this little blue mark. This is gonna take it right off, I think. Huh. It did come off. Normally it comes off faster. Like sometimes like you just barely touch it with the nail polish remover and it's gone. But this one I had to scrub it a little bit harder, but now you can see it's gone. And look at how much better her hair looks. Just move it to the side a little bit. Yeah, this doll's dress is nasty. So let's talk a little bit about cleaning their clothing. So I'm not going to show it in this video because it's just really easy. It's not anything, you know, too crazy, but how I clean the doll's clothes is, oh shit, did you see that? Okay. Well, the neck was literally on the verge of destruction. But the great thing is that she still has her dress. So I can still sell the dress. I don't get upset when a Barbie needs to get thrown out if I can steal their clothing, because I will still make money off the clothing. This dress is dirty though. As you can see, I do need to clean it. So the way I clean them is very simple. I get some dish soap and I put it on the clothes and I get my hands and I go like this. Literally, I feel like some Barbie collectors are probably like screaming at this video, like, don't do that. That's what I do. And then I just wash off the soap and I let it dry. Sometimes I put them in the dryer too, but always just be cautious of the type of material, because there are going to be some clothes that you don't want to do that for. But you're smart. You can figure out what clothes you need to be more delicate with. So this doll right here, this is the Hollywood hair doll, and I showed you in my last video, and I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to sell her or keep her, but I thought about it and I ultimately decided that I am going to keep her. I've sold her before. Like, this is probably like my third time finding this doll. She was really popular in the 90s. And I never had this doll as a kid, but it was one that I always knew of, and it was one that I always wanted. And I do want to keep a collection of 90s dolls that I've always wanted as a kid, or maybe I had it and it was like one of my favorite. And I want to start like a really small little collection of those dolls and have them displayed somewhere in this room. As you can see, this is my office / our house guest room, and this is where I keep all of like my collectibles. So I want to find a place in this room to have those dolls displayed. And I decided that I want her in it. And she did come with her outfit, but that outfit, I did wash it today, and it came out looking really good. I'm really happy with it. This one's just taking a little bit of extra time because her hair is really long. I kind of like that she has a little bit of that crimped in her hair. I don't think her hair came crimped, if I remember correctly. And I don't have it complete because she has like a wrap that goes on her head, and then I don't have the boots and I don't have her earrings, but I'm going to be on the lookout for them, and then eventually I'll have her little set. But yeah, I'm happy to have this doll. And I would advise when you do this, you do it like over a table. And there's a few reasons why. One, it just makes it easier. Two, look at all this hair. You don't want all that hair stuck in your vacuum cleaner. So, and this can get really messy, trust me. And then another reason why is because I have burnt myself really bad on the steamer. Like really bad, like on my upper knee. And it was so bad that I went crying to my husband in agonizing pain. So be careful with these. And I was doing this. I was steaming Barbie's hair when I did that. So you see on her face how she's got that little mark. I am going to use a nail polish remover. You want to be super careful when you do their face though. This is why I want to use this, is because if you accidentally get any on her lips or her eyes, you will take that paint off. So you just want to be really careful and cautious of that. This feels like it's going to come off, but it is being a little bit of a jerk and a little bit stubborn, but it is coming off. And then it looks like she has a tiny bit on her nose as well. Yeah, you just want to be, you can accidentally damage an entire doll. And I know that the Barbie collectors are like, Sabrina, don't do it. But I'm doing it, sorry. Okay. Hey, she looks much better. This hair is going to require some TLC for sure. It still doesn't look all that great, but it definitely looks better. So you can see on the back, her little rubber band came apart. With these older Barbie dolls, the rubber bands tend to break. And they're just like they're just like so brittle. So a lot of the time, I just replace the rubber bands. And you can buy these on Amazon. I think I've spent like, gosh, I bought these like 3 or 4 years ago. And look at, I still have like so many. I think it was like 5,000 rubber bands for like $5.99 or something like that. I can't remember, but I just remember it was like super cheap. So I'm just re-rubbering up her hair. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it looks way better than it did before. Way more presentable and sellable. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of eBay sellers love to skip this part. I mean, can you blame anyone for wanting to skip it? I don't think this is a Barbie dress. Don't think this is her original dress, and I don't think it's official Mattel at all. It's got a rip on it. However, I may still sell the doll wearing this dress because I just feel like it's better than, no, actually, now that I look at it, look at this. I was going to say it's better than no dress, but I stand to differ on that. I'm going to take it off and throw it away. This part can be extremely annoying and time consuming. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, I just looked at how long I've been recording right now. Of course, this video is going to be edited at this point, but I've been recording for about like 18 minutes. So, and I've only done $5. But I'm also talking with you too, so. I don't believe this is her original dress, so I'm probably going to be selling the dress separately. But, you know, I normally make those decisions when I'm doing the listing. And, you know, her legs do feel a little waxy, so I'm going to give them a spray down with my all-purpose cleaner. The dolls from like the 80s, their legs are not holding up really well right now. I'll tell you that. You may come across some dolls that have spots on their legs. Don't worry, it's not mold or anything bad like that. And yes, you can still sell it with those spots. I've sold dolls with those spots on them. Barbie collectors know about it. They know it's a problem. Mattel knows it was a problem. They went ahead and changed the type of materials they were using. So it's only like some of the 80s dolls. This one, she doesn't have any spots, but her legs, even after I sprayed it, it just feels super waxy. But I will definitely say that in the description. I already know that once I go to take the pictures, I'm going to find more little marks here and there that I missed. And that's okay. This doll, I already know isn't worth a lot. She's likely going to be bundled up with some other dolls. So, with me already knowing that, I know that I don't want to spend a lot of time. I forgot another thing that you may need, and that's going to be scissors. Little girls love to replace rubber bands, like their own rubber bands, and they can be really hard to take off sometimes. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm not wasting too much time on this doll. This rubber band that was on her hair kind of stained her hair a little bit too. So that's already like a not good thing. So yeah, just cut that rubber band off. Got another one I gotta cut off, and it looks like my steamer ran out of water. I'm gonna turn it off for now. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to, first I'm gonna prepare them to get steamed, and then I'm gonna turn it on and do a bunch of steaming all at once. But yeah, this is not that great. I might just steam it real quick and throw it in a rubber band like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then, like I said, the buyer who purchases this doll can come back and fix this up even better if they like. And trust me, buyers, Barbie buyers, collectors, they do that. They buy these dolls on eBay, and then they do projects with them. They have fun with them. They fix them up. They give them new outfits. They do fun things with their hairs. I've seen some where they like make little curlers for them. They actually use like shampoo and wash their hairs and do all these crazy stuff with it. It looks so much fun. But I don't recommend that we do that. That's for them. We don't got the time for that. So this doll is a 90s doll, but she's wearing a vintage 80s that's very damaged bathing suit. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. I might just leave it on. And then I come back and steam these dolls' hairs. But I just want to do it all at once. That way I'm not wasting all the steam water. This one, I think I realized that it was broken. Yeah. See right here? And I was like, well, I could still sell her dress, but look, it's missing flowers. So I'm just like, 2 girls down. That sucks. This one I don't think is vintage. I'm not sure why I put it in here, but it's okay. Ugh. Oh, but what I was saying earlier, I think I got sidetracked and didn't finish. So there's a lot of resellers that like to skip this part. And they just list these dolls looking all janky. And I can't do that. It's just not in me. I don't know. I don't know how they even sound. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to list it for cheaper. Like, really, there's no other way around it. It's either you list it looking like crap, but you got to list it cheaper, or you make it look more presentable, and then you can sell it for a little bit more. And I'm just the type of person where I don't want to have junk in my store. Sometimes I do my own research and look at other people's eBay stores and see what they're doing, and I read feedbacks and stuff like that of other buyers leaving feedback for other sellers. And sometimes it like makes me upset when I'll see a buyer leave a seller negative feedback, and they leave it based off of the quality of the item they purchased. Like, they'll be like, oh, this shirt sucks, or this is bad quality shirt. And like my first instinct to think is, well, that's not really the seller's fault. They're not the ones that made the shirt. They just sold it, right? But, you know, I've thought a little bit more about it, put a little bit more thought into that. And don't sell shitty shit. And then you don't have to worry about getting that kind of feedback, right? And man, I just feel like this is just gonna take forever. Gosh. It's like endless dolls. I just need to go a little bit faster. Maybe it's because I'm talking to you all. It's your fault. See, she's got a bunch of crap on her legs. First I'm gonna see if some multi-purpose cleaner will take it off. And it's not taking it off. So with that said, I'm gonna have to use some more nail polish remover. I'm actually gonna use a cotton for this one. So I use these. These are also what I use for taking off my makeup. See, that came out so fast. Gone. Can you see these marks right here? Gone. Super fast. Why you gotta be so loud? You good? Yeah, so I already know I'm not going to sell these pants with her. I know that the pants don't go with her. No idea what's going on with this homegirl. And you know, normally when I'm doing stuff like this, I'll have like a YouTube video playing in the background of some other like resellers. So that way I'm kind of like multitasking, right? I'm working. I think I filled it up too high. I think I filled it up past where it says max on here. That's dangerous. Don't do that. I'm just letting all that excess water just come out. All right, so all these dolls that I just combed all their hairs, now I'm gonna do the steaming on them. So yeah, I'll listen to like different YouTube channels. That way I can be doing something productive, which is getting these dolls looking their best. And I will also be trying to educate myself and learn something at the same time. And it normally seems to help the time go by a little bit faster and make it be a little bit funner. I feel like her head seems kind of loose, even though there's nothing wrong with it, and I will disclose that. I always recommend that you disclose everything. Barbie buyers, Barbie collectors are gonna be either your best friend or your worst enemy. Trust me on that one. So you want them to be your best friend, because guess what? If they're happy, they will leave you fantastic feedback. I notice Barbie buyers love to leave feedback. I always get positive feedback on all my Barbie transactions. They always seem to be very happy with their purchase. Don't have any problems. And guess what? They come back and they buy more. So don't deceive them. And just because you feel like, you know, maybe you like, if like, let's just say the head being wobbly, like you think that if you put it in there it's not going to sell, then just don't list it at all, right? But if you want to list it still, list it, but just be honest about it. It's just, that's just one of my like pet peeves as a seller and a buyer myself. Dude, honesty is just always the best way to go. Like, it's always gonna, it's just gonna prevent problems down the line. And I always just believe in, just like if you live right and you do like honest things. I personally am a religious person, so, you know, like I believe that, you know, God sees what you do. And I believe that, you know, if you run your business and you do it the right way, that God will bless it. That's just what I feel. And that's just kind of how I live my life and how I run my business. I always just try to do the right thing. So yeah, her head too, it seems like it lays back a little bit.
Now that I did all the pre-prepping for the dolls, this part is going by pretty quickly. The hair on this one, not the best. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. It's fine. Sorry if my head is cut off a little bit in this video. The point is to see what's going on here, not necessarily my head.
And look at how like her bangs stick up like alfalfa. I want to try to fix that. Sometimes the steamer can fix it, sometimes it doesn't fix it, but it's always worth a shot. So let's see what I can do here. Still not great, but it's a little bit better. All right, so I got all of those ones done, so I guess I'm gonna just start. Man, look at this hot mess. This is why you do it on the table. What if that was all over your carpet or your floor? I'm not quite sure if this one is vintage or not. This is the one I talked about in my other video that has like the weird feet. Okay, this, oh no, this is a Barbie. This is the Mycene Barbie. That's why she looks a little bit weird. See how she almost kind of has like that brat look to her? You know, it's a good thing I'm filming with a waterproof phone. Yeah, this outfit definitely is not her outfit. I don't know what we've got going on here, but I'll keep it for now. Love this dress. I hope there's no damage on it. It's gorgeous. See, this is what the Barbies look like for me as a kid. That's like early mid-90s doll. Like, she's probably from, if I had to guess, probably from like 1990. I think, yeah, it looks like there's some damage right here to the strap of the dress broke off, but it's okay. This is definitely taking me a long time. I gotta take my daughter to tumbling. Oh my God, I gotta go now. Yes, good thing I looked at the clock. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you get the point of what I'm doing here, right? I have to do this for all 135 dolls. And at the end of this video, I will go ahead and show you like a quick little like overview of what they look like after I did all this cleaning. All right, so I finished my first batch of dolls. This is what they look like after they've gotten some TLC. If you saw my last video, what they look like when I unboxed them, do you see such an incredible difference? How much better these dolls are gonna sell?
Man, that whole process is so freaking time consuming. I'm so glad that I got through it. Anyways, I hope you found this video helpful or useful in any way at all. Next Friday, I will be posting my part 3 video where I'm gonna show you how I identify the dolls and how I decide what to list them at. So that video will be coming out next week. So be ready for that one, and never forget that when you thrift upon a star, all your dreams will come true. I'll see you next time. Bye.